Pégale.
Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Back to pass, it's Howard. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. On the run, it's Durham. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
A run from the quarterback. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Gives it on the option. Turning it on. Ripping through the defense. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Buys a little time. He's going to take off. Got some room into the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. South Carolina was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Gamecocks performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Anthony. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half.
Mills, what the hell Mike at?
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulls and fires complete. Slips one guy, now he's loose. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go.
Who you tell that to? Oh my God.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot.
Breaks into the open.
Yeah.
They make the tackle.
Damn, you throw icy there. That's
but he's
crazy.
ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
And after your defense just went out there and
getting competitive no more, Cammo?
and let them build.
He said if you he said if you want to win, don't join us.
And the running
he's
game
competitive.
is not it. They were ready for that.
Oh, okay, I
They
get it.
have to create some
I get it now.
explosive plays.
He's saying they losing.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
To the air, it's Howard. Moves away as he feels pressure. Last thing you need is this guy getting knocked around. Wisely avoids the hit with the slide.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And the Razorbacks trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Snagged out of the air. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Wide receiver comes in motion.
You change the map and you get that bug.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job, playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a third down.
Turning to the running game here on third and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Berry. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Plows through the defense. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
A designed run for the quarterback. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On the ground, it's Russell. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
They're dealing with a second and long. They go to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Oh, he's got some space. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business. The Razorbacks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Handoff to the single running back. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Howard. The screen, he's got wheels. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Takes the handoff. It's Russell. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Washington found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Huskies football today. Those folks in Seattle won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. There he goes. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The handoff keeps working on that clock. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
I had a good one.
Quarterback will keep it. Makes a man miss. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
He'll take it himself. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got them backed up. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Russell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Wants to throw. It's Howard. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going up top here late in the game. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And the defense makes a big play, and you could see the quarterback. Once he bought time, started to roll to his left, the defense all reacts, comes to that side of the field, breaks on the football. He couldn't put enough mustard on it because he was running to his left. Defense takes advantage, forces the interception.
Using his legs, it's Durham. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll go to the toss. Quick spin on the run. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Kick is in the air. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. From deep in their own end, they'll throw it. Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it down the left. Running free. That's the tip. And he steps in just in the nick of time to get the touchdown they need, and now they need to cap it with a 2.
Well, it's a great job getting the touchdown. Obviously, now you've got to go for 2. You got to dial up your best 2-point play to try to tie this thing with only seconds to go.
And that touchdown was huge, but you can't celebrate too long. To finish the deal, you got to have the 2-point conversion to tie the game. From the gun, looking for a man. Now improvising. He is in there, and he's got the 2, and we are all tied up here deep in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Now on the move. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Rides the back and leaves it. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Under fire. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. On the move, it's Berry. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink now. Do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay.
Touchdown, LSU! And they grab the lead here in overtime.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Making side adjustments here. Scanning the field, it's Howard. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Yo, what up?
He wants to throw it. The sweet
Welcome
feet
back.
buy a little time. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by
That's
the
what he was
defense
doing. He was
getting to
sleeping.
the ground for no gain.
They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. They're not going to mess around. They'll go for 2 and the win right here.
The dub.
He's in. The two-point conversion in overtime. What a call to win the game. The battle for the golden boot belongs to the state
dub.
at the top of the boot as
Golden
Arkansas
boot.
takes down LSU. That will put the wrap
The
on
golden
Game 2
boot.
For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA
Won the
Sports
golden